2108, State of Kansas versus Jessica A. Neer. Paul E. Dean for the state, defendant Jessica Neer, in person and pro se. This matter does come on for hearing on a motion to forfeit bonds. The defendant, I believe, may have posted a, well, no, I don't. Miss Neer, you haven't turned yourself in on your active warrant either, have you?
I didn't know that I had a warrant, Your Honor, and I'm not placing blame on prosecution at all. But last time I appeared in court, I thought that I was being sent a like a revised copy of the agreement for diversion for me to sign, because the original one had the driving on suspended, but I had proven to the court that my license was reinstated. They just didn't have it updated in the system that day. Got like reinstated within a day or two of me getting pulled over. And because I had already paid my fines to have it reinstated. And I never received that revised copy. And I didn't, if I had another court date, I didn't know about it. I just got the email for this court date this week, Monday, I believe. And so I appeared. I probably should have taken more initiative to find out where that revised copy was, since I hadn't received it.
Okay, let's back up a little bit. October 31st, 2023, you first appeared and said you were applying for diversion and you were given a $500 OR bond. You were told to be back here December 22nd, 2023. At that time, you said you hadn't applied for diversion. 2 months later, you hadn't applied, but you wanted a continuance to do so, and that was granted with the condition that you reappear February 2nd of 2024. You did appear. The county attorney said the paperwork was sent to your last known address and it came back from the Postal Service returned. So I continue.
I don't know why that was.
Because I don't know either, but I'm just giving you the history. Yeah. And you were told to come back March 1st at 11. You were supposed to have had your diversion. You checked into it and get it all cleared up. So then March 1st, 2024, we had issued a bond forfeiture bench warrant for failure to appear, but then you finally came in late in the docket and said you were still working on your diversion. So the bond forfeiture and bench warrant were withdrawn on the condition that you come back April 12th of 2024. You're supposed to have had your diversion all squared away by then. On April 12th, 2024, at the diversion status hearing, you failed to appear completely, did not come in late. Your bond was set at $515 cash. Then we send out this bond forfeiture to say that this is the date that your bond is going to be forfeited. Of course, a warrant was issued for your arrest when you failed to appear. You have not surrendered yourself on that, and the state is seeking forfeiture and judgment of $500 for the bonds you failed to appear on. And I didn't. Okay, you said you didn't know you had a warrant, but what in the world?
No, I didn't even receive a letter.
Excuse me. What did you think was going to happen when you failed to appear?
I didn't. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. I didn't realize that I had a court date in April, and I haven't even received a letter about a bond.
Hold on. I think if we go back and look at the record, my notes indicate that it was given to you personally by myself.
That's what I'm saying. That would be my fault, because I just thought that I was receiving the revised copy of the diversion for me to sign and send back.
You didn't think?
I didn't even receive.
So you just, out of sight, out of mind, you just forgot about this after that March hearing?
No, that's what I'm saying. I should have taken more initiative to find out where that revised copy was. I just
didn't. All right, Mr. Dean, what do you want to do? Any recommendations on your motion? She's still got an active warrant.
And did you say I still haven't received, like, I have not received even a bond forfeiture letter. And I'm still at the same
address. This hearing. That's what this hearing's for.
This hearing, I got an email for today, for this one. That's what I'm talking about, the April one. I got an email today or on Monday.
Have you?
Because
Okay, there
your
you
mail
go.
keeps coming back is the problem.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how to, because I'm still at the 523 West Maywood. Is that what it says? 5267217?
That's correct. That's exactly what's on this.
Why they're sending it back to you guys? Because I
Says
receive other
return to sender unclaimed.
That's why they're
Unable to
sending it
forward.
back.
because it needs to be signed for. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's certified mail.
Okay. Okay. That makes a little more sense. I don't know where the thing is, but that makes a little more
It
sense.
makes a
I
lot of
apologize.
sense. If you don't go down and sign for it,
Okay.
I don't know about giving her more time to apply for diversion since she told me October 31st,
She's already
2023. She's gonna
applied.
take.
Yeah,
She's-
I've already been approved for the diversion.
She just needs to sign the contract and pay.
Yeah.
That's what she needs to do.
So she started, the diversion contract dates back to July of 2023.
I believe the diversion was first mailed out in November of 23.
November of 23.
I mean, I may be incorrect on that, but it's
Well, that would be consistent with her telling me in October she was going to apply. So shall I keep the warrant active and have the sheriff go get her and forfeit the bond to make her owe the state $500, Mr. Dean, or do you propose something differently? That's what I'm inclined to do.
I propose that she comes over to the courthouse and signs this diversion agreement today and pays the money and get this thing done is what I would prefer.
What's the amount that needs paid, sir?
Check her money order for $100 to the Greenwood County Attorney's Office, and then separate check to the Centralized Court Payment Center for $470. How much could you pay today?
I could most definitely do the 100. I am on SSI, so I don't get paid till the 26th. I can try and go get like a payday loan.
If you can pay the 100 today,
I can pay. Can I call the clerk and pay it right now?
well, this contract needs to be signed. We've been fooling around with it for a half a year now.
Mr. Dean, the problem I fear that we're going to be back here in whatever date that she's required to comply with her diversion, that she's not going to be able to do her diversion, but I'll work with you if
I've not suggested the court to withdraw the bench warrant. I've suggested that she get over here to the courthouse and sign the diversion and pay at least the 100. I'd give you 6 months to pay the balance since you're on SSI, which should be 470 equal payments. But to me, this probably needs to be done today.
But again, I'd rather see her give the 500 to the diversion and get the benefit of it than just turn around and give it to a bondsman.
Exactly.
And never fail. That's what they do. A lot of people in your position, and I don't want to be unfair or unkind, but my experience tells me that you take the 500 with an active warrant and give it to a bondsman, but you can't come up with it for diversion, and that's what I never understand. How do you want to proceed, Miss Neer?
I'll do whatever the court wants. So I'm just trying to be clear. If you were to set aside the bond or whatever today,
if I were to set aside the warrant, you wouldn't be arrested, and you wouldn't have to worry about posting a bond.
So then I could pay the $100, come up to Greenwood County today, pay the $100, sign the diversion, and then I would have 6 months of equal payments for the 470. I'm just trying to, I just want to make sure I budget it in. My social security check is $945 a month.
Okay,
And as long as I have it, know the amount that I need to pay every month, I can budget it in and it won't be an issue. And I already have the $100. So, and I drive through Greenwood County because I go to Pittsburgh, Kansas to see my my daughter, and I'm going through there today anyways to go see my daughter. So it would be no issue at all to come right on through and sign that and pay that 100. Does it need to be in cash or?
okay, well, you're dealing with two different people in two different situations. You're talking about the diversion. That's Mr. Dean's project. I don't have anything to do with that. I'm the one that has to decide what to do about your warrant, your bond, and a future court date. What I don't want to happen is for you to give him the $100 with the promise you're going to comply with diversion, withdraw the bond and the warrant and the bond, and then just go through this again. You see what I'm saying? If he wants to, if you're sure you can take care of the diversion, then that would give me something to think about. But you've got two
Oh
different
yeah,
things
I can definitely take care of the 470 on the diversion. Having that time.
Your Honor, my suggestion would be that the warrant stay in place, that Miss Neer follow all traffic rules on her way to Greenwood County. Which should really lessen the chance that you will be arrested on your bench warrant. That once you get to the courthouse, you pay the $100, you sign off on this diversion agreement. I'll send a note to my assistants on the payment plan for the 470. And if all of that's complied with today before 5, the state's position would be that it would request the court to consider withdrawing the warrant at that time. And if it's not done, the warrant, the state's not going to request, obviously the state would not be making that request. That's the conditions.
All right, that's probably about as good a compromise as you can get, Miss Neer, that but I would suggest you get up here as soon as you can. Don't wait till 5. And if your license is not valid or your tag is not valid or your insurance is not valid, don't drive yourself. You make sure someone else does. But
she has a valid license, John.
okay, good. So just make sure the car is tagged and insured. And remember, you do have the active warrant. So at any time, an officer could come out and get you. So it might be to your best interest to get here, like I said, as soon as, because I will withdraw the warrant upon signature and that $100.
Okay, so as long as I'm up there before 5 to sign that and to pay the $100, then I don't need to worry about money for a bond.
That's fine. Yes, I'll reinstate your bond, but keep in mind the warrant remains active. So if you wait before 5, they could show up on your door and nab you. If you go speeding down the road, they may stop you for speeding and find out you've got an open warrant. So get yourself squared away on that as soon as possible.
Ms. Neer, the payments need to be made check or money order.
Check or money order. Okay. So I need to, for the $100, I need to bring a money order with me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I will.
You can also call.
Cash.
I think they do accept cash, but here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm sending a text to my assistants that way that they know to expect you. And regarding that modification, call that office before you leave. Make sure that there's not an issue with them taking cash. And that number, if you've got something to write with.
Yes, I do.
Is 620-583-8171.
Okay, I will be able to leave here within the next 30 minutes.
Thank you, Ms. Neer. We'll be in recess. You may go at this time. And then now we need to take care of the,
Paul Dean and I need a breakout room.
yes. Most of us will be in recess until they get back, and then as soon as they're through, I think.